Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello, my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I'm Gary, your host. And this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. And this time it's something that's not that old, and not something I would normally cover necessarily. Well, I do some of the younger stuff once in a while anyway, so. But what we're going to look at is DC Superhero Girls. Okay. And what we're actually going to look at is the graphic novel from 2021, Ghosting. And it's not the spooky kind of ghosting. I'll tell about that later. Okay, DC Superhero Girls, graphic novel, Ghosting from 2021. And Superhero Girls is an American animated superhero series created by Lauren Faust for Warner Brothers for the Cartoon Network. It's a superhero adventure comedy show, and it features adventures of teenage versions of Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Bumblebee, Supergirl, and others who attend Metropolis High School. And it ran from 2019 to 2021 in 52 shorts and 78 full-length episodes in 2 seasons. And then DC published a series of tie-in graphic novels. And this is the one we're going to look at anyway, is written by Amanda Deibert, and she is a New York Times best-selling author, and she is a comic books and TV writer. She's worked on Masters of the Universe and others on Netflix, CBS, Sci-Fi Channel, and others. Including comics and graphic novels, like Batman and Scooby-Doo, Darkwing Duck, Rocket and Groot, and Teen Titans Go, as well as Superhero Girls and Wonder Woman 77. And it is drawn by a fine illustrator named Yancy Labat. And he's a longtime artist of comics and children's books. He started in the 80s as part of Romita's Raiders in art corrections at Marvel. Moved on from there. And as far as, to my knowledge, he's the only one who has been drawing the Superhero Girls graphic novels. If others have, I just haven't seen them. It's not like I go looking, and I didn't see any reference to that. Now, what I'm going to start with, just to take a little look at, is this here. Okay. Free Comic Book Day from 2017, so this actually predates the show. This is probably while I was in pre-production. Free Comic Book Day 2017. And it was, in promotion. They never did a series of regular-sized comics of superhero girls. But this is drawn by Yancy Labat again, but this one is written by Shea Fontana. But it's kind of cutie. See here. Here's an ad for some of the other books. I really liked the art and the stylization used here, but over time the style. Labat's stylization evolved a bit, and their costumes changed. The characters' costumes changed, and they're not all the same characters. But he did a variety of things, including some animation and regular children's books. But here, what we're looking at here is we'll see that this art stylization has evolved, but still very strongly animation style design. And this is, as I said, this is ghosting, and it's not the spooky type of ghosting. This is in reference to the expression of ghosting, like when someone doesn't call you back, or you never hear back on a text or something like that, or they just don't show up someplace. That kind of ghosting. I've never really watched the show. I do remember watching at least part of one episode, and I guess the shorts are available on YouTube. And I had intended to go and look some up, and I forgot. And but this is material that's obviously intended for kids. I would say tweens and below. And it is fun, because I hadn't read any other than that free comic book day book, and I thought, oh, that's kind of neat. Well, I'd like to see something more substantial, so I went and got a graphic novel, and it is fun. This graphic novel is told in 12 chapters, each about 10 pages long. Might be a little bit longer or a little bit shorter, depending. And I was surprised. It's a fairly long graphic novel, and they've been publishing, I guess for a period there, a couple of graphic novels a year. So that's a lot of work for Yancy Labat. And it starts right off the bat in a battle with Cheetah. The whole group. She's in a museum trying to steal some ancient Greek artifacts. And the one character here that I don't know much about is Bumblebee, and here her costumes really change. She gets small and stuff, and so she looks more like a bee than she does here. Actually, I like this costume better. And then you can see the change in stylization. But fighting against Cheetah, prevent lots of damage, and they capture her, and apparently Cheetah gets away after they've turned her over to the police. Something, I don't know. And the girls have to get to school, yada yada yada, and then a new student has turned up, or I guess she isn't necessarily that new, and but she is suddenly Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is the leader of the group, and she is in little bits besting Wonder Woman, Diana, in various physical and scholastic events, and kind of whittling away at her confidence. And the others are trying to boost her up a little bit, but she comes out, got to train harder. So if she has to train harder, they have to too. But then they have another encounter with Cheetah stealing something from the school, thumb drive, finding out about people, I guess. And they almost catch her, but even Supergirl, but she gets away. She backhands Batgirl, then we got a Green Lantern. I don't know what version of Green Lantern this is supposed to be. And then, of course, we have Katana. Things going on. Then, still whittling away at Wonder Woman's confidence. She tries harder. Things happen, and then people start disappearing. Hence the term ghosting. Supposed to have supposed to meet up for events, and someone doesn't show up. Zatanna's father disappears, and Steve Trevor disappears, and one of them is a manager of a taco place that one of the girls, Batgirl, works at, and stuff like that. And all the while, this is more whittling away at Wonder Woman's confidence. And all the time, there are little gags, sight gags, and verbal gags. One of the biggest running gags is Wonder Woman, because remember, she's from an island of women and not used to mainstream culture. She is has some language problems once in a while, and she is constantly misstating common English idioms. And if I come across one, I'll try to show it to you. So here, people are still disappearing. They're trying to figure out what's going on, and let's see. No, that's not it either. Well, if I come across an easy one, I will. And she and Katana are really close, because they really like to train more and more and more than everybody else, and because they're largely more capable of it. So they come up with ways, a way to try to figure out what's going on, because even Zatanna's magic cannot reveal where these missing people are, and they're following stuff. They get involved with various comedic things, some of adventures, and another Sapphire. She gets zapped. Then suddenly, Cheetah is popping up again, and she's got this magical mask that she had stolen from that as one of the artifacts she did get away with from that museum robbery, and she's using that. And there are lots of cheetahs. They're all the same cheetah, but different versions of her. And it turns out that that magical mask is allowing her to snatch people and transforming them into a version of her. So they finally figure this out. They go and they're fighting cheetahs. They're trying to use teamwork against teamwork, but the other cheetahs aren't good at working as a team. And finally, Wonder Woman, through training and study and research, she gets her confidence back enough during the battle. They get the mask back, and in the midst of a battle, while they're at a construction site, rescuing a lot of civilian non-combatants, and they managed to take down all the cheetahs except the real cheetah, the original cheetah, and transform them back into the missing people. Boop, boop, boop. And while Cheetah got away, they stopped her devastating crime spree. Oh, she's so goo-goo-eyed because Steve Trevor is back. Ooh! And Zatanna's dad is back, and all the other people are back, safe and sound. And then they point out, but she beat me. Wonder Woman says, she beat me. Said, no, she didn't beat you. She got away, but we stopped her, saved everybody, and everything is hunky-dory and fine. So let's go do something fun. Okay, so, and that's fun. And then the graphic novel finishes up with a teaser for a Teen Titans Go. This is Teen Titans Go and Superhero Girls crossover. Oh, that sounds interesting. So, that's it. It was a lot of fun. I think if you have girls specifically, boys will like it too, but specifically girls, I'd say 12 and under will get a big kick out of reading these things. I enjoyed it, and I'm in my 60s, so. And I really like the artwork. As I said, I prefer the earlier stylization from here to this, but this is really, really nice too. I like all of it. I'm not going to go buy any more, but I wouldn't not read it. So I want to thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Do leave your comments down below. And remember, comics are art.